Okay, so yeah. You guys, I don't know if you remember recently I put up a poll about whether you'd be interested in doing NCCT prep class. Well, I've actually started the class, and the class code is little y, little t, little g, little k, little r, 7. And I will actually put that on Edmodo whenever I upload this video. But it's YTGKR7.
Okay.
There is stuff there now. And I will not change paths or subjects because our first subject is medical law and ethics. And I will not change subject until after next Friday. So this is not for a grade, but it is for your future and for testing purposes. This is my solution to you not being in class with me, and so that I can be drilling y'all with all of this stuff. So it's really up to you. I would love to see y'all put your best foot forward because I want those certifications. And guys, source of pride for me, I have 100% success rate. But you're not here with me. Thank you. Well, it's really not, it's a combination of things. But because we're not doing things the way I've always done them, I'm trying to get it there. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get some things. I want you to make sure that, and I'm just reminding, I'm not saying you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this. It's just a reminder. Make sure that you're submitting pictures under the post that I'm asking for the pictures on.
Okay.
Because that's where I'm pulling my grade for the homework grade for. Just a reminder, sometimes I can scroll through and find it, but it takes a lot of time for me to do that. So just pay close attention. And also attendance. We don't have a huge attendance problem at NBC. But I just want to make sure that you guys know if we return to school Monday, you're going to be in school 8 to 1. That's when, but you guys have from 12:01 all the way to 11:59 to get school done, and it's very simple. Get your school done and post done, you've got your attendance. It's not near that easy when you're walking in the classroom. Now, there are wonderful things when you're in the classroom, though. You know what I mean? There's give and takes to both sides. So just make sure that your attendance is where it needs to be. NBC has had great attendance, but I always like to hit on how important it is if I see some little slips here and there. Okay, so now I'm going to give you your little week at a glance. So Monday, you're having your Chapter 7 exam. And then after that, we're going to be doing some things that I call coding packets. Now, when you receive these coding packets, for example, where's my grade book? Not my grade book, my lesson plan book. I'm just going to give you a little example. Of course, now I can't get to the page because I wasn't ready.
Excuse me, but the one you posted today will not load.
What I posted today.
It was a coding, hold on.
It says coding practice.
Yeah, one of them wouldn't load.
Okay, well, I'll go back. I'll go back and look at it and see what it is, what's going on. I also loaded a Z code lecture. Miss Lisa.
I know I seen that. I attended it and I wrote a bunch of notes.
Okay, well, I hope that was helpful. Okay, so what it's going to say next week is it'll say lesson exam chapter 7 on Monday. But then what you'll get is you'll see coding packet number 1 through 25. Now, but your coding packet actually has 98 problems on it. So what I've done is I've sectioned it off for you so that you may say, okay, I'm going to get my lesson done and I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get my lab done. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get my homework done. I'm going to take a break. That way you're not working all of them at one time. And then on Tuesday, you may still have coding packet number 1. I reloaded the packet again so you don't have to go back and find it, but then you're going to start on number 50 and through 50 through 98. Does that make sense? It's kind of broken up for you so that you don't have to hunt for it and that you're not working straight through. Now, if you like to work straight through, then work straight through. We have 3 coding packets. They're Easily, some of them are over 100. Why am I giving you this amount of coding?
Oh, quiet.
Because when you go into a medical office, if you're going to be coding, are you gonna be able to say, oh, I'm gonna do 25 coding super bills and then I'm gonna quit because I'm tired? No. Hey, Becca, mute yourself, please. So I'm trying to help train your brain a little bit to think for long periods of time at a time. Because no matter what you do, if you're doing insurance verification, you can't say, oh, I'm sick of talking. It's training your brain to stay focused for long periods of time. So whenever you get, and most of them are multiple choice. Some of them are information. You can Google the information. And then I'm going to be doing a Zoom Live on Tuesday and a Zoom Live on Thursday at our regular time. And we'll go over the answers to the coding packets. Is it the funnest thing you've ever done? No, but you have to get through that work. Start training yourself to sit and do some of those things you don't love to do, but you're learning, right? So just get them done. I tried to reload everything every day, so you have to try to find a coding packet from yesterday because some of you can't print. So instead of having to print it, I've just reloaded it and you can just scroll and find what number you're on and keep going. So that's that. And that's really all. Remember, Zoom Tuesday and Thursday, 10 o'clock, same time. Be there, be square, Missy ma'am. That hates missing Zoom. Our sweet Penny does not like missing her Zoom calls. Okay, so after I wreck everything over here, let's see. Who is ready for answers to Chapter 7's workbook?
All right, let's find it.
Okay, now you guys remember, if I go a little faster, we don't have a huge amount of time. So I'm going to go ahead and give the answers, put a star by anything that you have wrong and that you want to go over, okay? But let me get through the answers before we stop. Let me just get rolling, okay? All right, so we're going to do theory 1 through 25. True, false, true, false, true, 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 false. We should be on number 10. True, false, true, true, true. Should be on number 16. Secondary, anomaly, sign, symptom, abnormal, the letter S, third degree, underdosing, 18, 15, and severity.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead.
On number 19, excuse me, on number 19, I put abnormality. Is that the same as abnormity? I mean,
good to go. Close enough, close enough.
Okay.
Close enough. Okay, so now we're going to start on our codes. Number 26, O04.5. 27, S40.812A. 28, R16.0. 29, T78.2 XXA.
Yay.
30, R62.51.
Got it.
31, O00.90. Second code is O08.0.
That one way wrong.
Okay, we'll put a star by it. We'll go back, okay? And I'll tell you how they mapped it out, and you can double check it that way. Okay, number 32 has 3 codes. T40.1X1A, F11.188. Stop shaking your head, Miss Lisa. And the third code is I46.8.
I got 1 out of 3 right on that one.
Well, we'll go back. Number 33, Q55.64. Number 34, T79.5XXD. 35 is 2 codes, O26.53 and Z3A.32. Number 36 is P38.1. Number 37 is R13.0. Number 38 is R19.11. 39 is S93.402A. Number 40 is P28.3. Number 41 is T23.201D. Number 42 is S68.121A.
Yeah.
Number 43 is R80.1. Number 44 is T39.311A. Number 45 is SOO.33XD. Number 46 is Z38.01. What number did I just say? Number
46.
Okay, I'm on 47.
47.
I lost my place, y'all. Number 47 is Q99.2. Number 48 is P61.2. Number 49 is 2 codes, O30.203 and Z3A.30. Number 50 is R99, and all number 50 says beside it is death. I was just reading the answer. Number 51 is T43.1X1A. The second code is G25.1. Number 52 is R11.2. Number 53 is S60.821A. Number 54 is K29.01 and T47.1X5A. Number 55 is S42.001G. Number 56 is R19.5. Number 57 is J80. The second code is R06.03. The third is R53.83. R53.83. And number 58 is R10.2. R10.2. So how did we do? Well, you hear how I'm doing. I'm knocking stuff off all over the place.
Let's see.
Penny, what do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, tell me where we're having trouble. I can't.
So on the number 26, I actually got that one right, but when I looked it up online because I was struggling, it actually gave me a different answer. So I got a little confused, but I did get that one right with what I thought was right because I wrote both down because I wasn't sure. But yeah, right. I got that one right.
Well, even Mr. Google can give you a wrong answer, but what you do is you just go to your tabular and you read and you make a decision. So good job on catching that. So which other one do we need to go over? Miss Lisa, I know you have at least one or two because I heard your size.
Yeah, let's see. 1 out of 3 I got right. Where was it at? Number 32, I believe.
32? Okay.
Yeah.
So let me look at number 32.
I got the T40.1X1A right, but the other two I came up with I46.8 and Z53.8.
Okay, I46.8 is your cardiac arrest, and that's right.
Oh, it is right?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
ma'am. The only code that you didn't get correct is the
Third one.
accidental overdose from heroin abuse. So you would go to abuse, then drug, then opioid, and you have to use the other specified disorder because he already has cardiac arrest. So it's F11.188 because it's not going to give you heroin specifically because heroin is an opioid.
All right.
So-
Well, see, I went to the table of drugs.
Okay.
And got the heroin.
I wondered why they didn't use the table of drugs. So let's just,
That's where I found the overdose.
Okay, well, let's see. So we go to the, let's find heroin. Just because that, in my head, I'm looking at what they did, and I would have done the same thing. I would have gone to the drug table. So
Table of drugs, yeah, that's where I went.
Did anybody else get that one right or wrong? Okay, so heroin. Okay, that's where our T401X1, that is our heroin accidental overdose.
Right,
But,
that's where I found it.
Okay, so that second code, or yeah, the second code that we were looking at, the abuse.
I went under abuse on that.
Right, okay, well, yeah, all right, yeah. So you would go to abuse, and then it's abuse of drug. Then you go to opioid, and it should lead you to F11.188. Because it's not telling us that he took heroin one time. It's saying that he was a heroin abuser.
Right. Okay, that was F what?
F11.188. So let's kind of follow that rabbit trail. So I'm going to go to my index, and I'm going to go to abuse, just because I like to see it. Oh my goodness, this manual is so heavy that my little stand can't hold it. It's like my little stand is making a V. It's so over the weight limit. So abuse.
Yeah,
Okay,
abuse
so
is on
abuse.
page 92.
All right, I got it. Now we go to drug.
Okay.
And then it says cannabis, cocaine. Okay. Well, heroin is an opioid, so I'll go down to opioid.
And it says F11.10.
Okay, but it's not just alone because we had cardiac arrest. It means that we have a disorder. We have cardiac. It's cardiac disorder. So it's going to be F11.188. Guys, I want to tell you something. If you code this in an office and you use F11.10, it's still going to pay.
Oh, okay.
It's not, I know you're looking at it going, well, how do I know it's other specified disorder? Because, I would have stopped there personally. They give us such a small synopsis to code from. Medical records are going to have so much more. Is she gone? Yeah, okay. Anyway, so you're going to actually have a lot more information, and it's going to be more for you to read and glean that, yes, he has a true disorder. They're just giving us little snaps, and then sometimes it's hard for us to be as specific as we need to be because we don't have everything we want to have when we're reading a medical record. So, all right, give us another one. Where's another one we need to look over?
Let's see, one I got wrong here. Let me look. Uh, 51 I got wrong.
Okay, number 51 says tremors due to accidental overdose of monoamine oxidase initial encounter. That's just A. Well, first of all, I would have to look up what monoamine meant. That's just where
Right.
I would start with that personally, even if I was cold coding it in an office or whatever. I would not try to do that until I knew what monoamine meant.
I want to believe, I want to say I went to table of drugs on that one too.
That is exactly where you need to go, is table of drugs and chemicals. And it's going to be monoamine oxidase inhibitor, NEC.
Okay. First code I got was 743.1X1A. But the second code,
Okay, well, the second code is drug-induced tremors.
Oh, no wonder. So I didn't think tremors. I
Right,
thought that
well, you stop and you kind of look at that. There's an accidental overdose, and that accidental overdose is a drug, and due to that drug, he now has tremors. It's hard to think about it in that way, though. I get that it's hard to think about it in that way, but it's going to get easier and easier as you practice to how you think about it. So you would just go to, where were we?
tremors. Accidental dosage, go to accidental dosage and then look for tremors.
No, you go to tremors and then you go to drug-induced.
Okay.
Now that you're looking at it, you're going, look up tremors. Okay. All right, Penny, do you have another one that we want to look at?
Actually, I did get one wrong. I got 28 wrong. I put Q 44.7, but it was not right. So,
okay, so let's.
Number what? 28?
Yes.
Yeah, 28. I got that wrong. You what?
Hematomegaly.
Yeah. So I looked up that.
And what did you get?
Hold on. I got Q 44.7. Definitely not right. Let me see.
So let's just look up that word again.
Yeah, I'm just looking for it.
Because you may have just looked down a little too much, or who knows?
So I got R16.2, but you said it was R16.20, I believe.
Oh, I thought she said it was R16.0. Okay, so maybe I just.
R16.0.
Yeah.
Oh, 0.0. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you got that.
I don't remember how I looked it up. I think I went and looked in the H's. Just looked the word up. Period.
So I did it as it was congenital, but that wasn't right. It wasn't really specific. So
You have to look for unspecified then, probably, right? Let's see. Remember how I did it.
Well, when you look it up, it's on page 275. It says with splenomegaly. Well, that doesn't give us splenomegaly, right? Congenital. Well, it doesn't tell us it's congenital. Okay, so but it does tell
I see what you did. I see what I did wrong. I didn't go to the tabular on that one. So I see what I did. I see how you got that now.
Okay.
But I got that one wrong.
Just a little helpful hint, because the answer is R16.0. If you would have gone to where it says splenomegaly, okay, it's telling me I'm running out of time, doggone it. If you would have gone to R16.2 and just kind of read up one, because you know that it's hepatomegaly with something. It's going to be with or without, but that's your base code, that R16.0. A lot of times I will use those codes that are with or without that's really close to the word. And then I go look in the tabular, and then I read around if it's hard to find.
Right.
Because with this one, you would have had to go to hypertrophy and then see liver.
Okay.
You know, it kind of, you learn little tricks like that. Okay, so do you understand now, sweetheart? We're good?
Yeah.
All right, is there another one?
Yeah, let's try it. Go back to 16 for me. That's number 16, when assigning one of the O10 codes that include hypertensive heart disease.
Or hypertensive chronic kidney disease, it is necessary to add a secondary code. Isn't that the answer? 16?
Yeah.
Secondary code from the appropriate hypertension category to specify the type of heart failure or chronic kidney disease. That's going to be found in your little guidelines that you're looking through in your ICD-10. But remember when we talked about, you can't just do I-10 for every hypertension. You have to pay attention to if it's with kidney failure or without kidney failure. So you're not only going to be doing your failure, like your renal failure, but then you also have to, your actual first code would be your hypertension with renal failure. But you have to always use that secondary code because you have to code the stage of your renal failure.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all remember when we were coding that before. I know that sounds like, how are we going to remember that? Your ICD-10 is going to take you there. When you code and you look in your tabular, it's also going to tell you code also. Y'all remember those code alsos when we were looking?
Yeah, I kind of do. See, we've got so much information, it gets all jumbled up on me.
I know, but here's the most important, but you know the process. You know that you look it up in the index and then you go to the tabular. You're seeing why it's so important now to double check in the tabular, because it's going to tell you code also. If you look up,
well, the first thing I do remember when I joined y'all's class, y'all were in the middle of doing this, and I remember you saying, read above it and below it.
Like a Bible verse, you can't just take one thing, you read above and below. And you always code 2 ways. Index, tabular. Index, tabular. And I know that sometimes when we code together and we're going fast, I'm not going to the tabular because I already have done it and I already know that. That's when y'all get a little spoiled to it because you don't want to, you don't have to go and read and look. But next week, I'm going to be doing some more little lectures. I'm going to go through the first chapter of the ICD-10 again, which is the certain infectious diseases. Remember, we talked a lot about sepsis, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about that chapter again so that we can kind of review that. I feel like that sometimes those can be a little bit confusing. When do you actually code the infection? And then where do you put it when you code it? So we're going to go back through that again. So, but if there's anything that you guys want me to hit, please let me know.